Happy Friday, everyone. Hopefully, despite the gray day, you've had a good one. At the very least, it's the end of the week. Let's get into what's happening for the weekend, but we have to go through the now as well. It is pretty gray on the Richmond Preserve camera. Those clouds hanging a little bit lower, more moisture moving into southern New England, and it's just going to be a bit of a stretch like this. But I want to put a little spin on this and remind you that it's not all bad. Tiffany and I were joking yesterday about us becoming our parents, and just like that commercial where the guy's like, oh, we needed this about the rain. Well, I'm going to say that to you now. We do need it. We actually do, statistically speaking, because look at the drought monitor. This is the latest iteration, which came out yesterday, and the data is up to date as of Tuesday. This comes out once a week, just so you know. And again, this is the latest version showing you that we're still in dry conditions depicted by the yellow on the screen for all of Rhode Island, most of the South Shore, the South Coast, but just about all of Bristol County. And as you're getting into parts of central Massachusetts as well, you can just see that little corner of Worcester County in the dry conditions. For the folks who aren't in dry conditions, you're in actual drought, moderate level drought, which is a level 1 in terms of that drought condition. So you can see that tan there across the screen for parts of central and western Mass, and as you're heading into parts of western Connecticut as well. Moral of the story is, I know rain is kind of annoying for the sake of your plans, but it is spring, it's not uncommon, and we could actually use it. So there's my little bit of optimism, my silver lining for you as you take a look at the rain chances and notice, yeah, the weekend not looking great. Let's plan things out starting with tonight. You're going to see those showers start to move in pretty soon. The lightest and smallest ones, but then as we move later into the really late night and early morning tomorrow, rain gets more widespread. And yes, we do have the potential for a little wintry mixing as well. Temperature is mostly in the mid-30s tomorrow morning. Here's the live look at satellite and radar, that 1 hour loop showing you again showers just starting to press west of 95. Nothing too exciting in terms of rainfall just yet, but just wait. The excitement's coming. Here it is to the south, eventually going to move north and bring us more widespread showers. Not super heavy rain, but just kind of persistent is really what it comes down to. Here's as the clock strikes midnight and then turns into Saturday, and we keep that rain going. We mix in a little bit of wet snow and a couple areas of sleet possible, really for northern Providence and northern Bristol County, but I will say most of that is going to be stuck a little further north and in higher elevations. The Worcester Hills, the Berkshires, parts of the Catskills and the Adirondacks, the Greens, the Whites, all going to see more winter than wet weather. As for us here at home, it's wet, not super wintry. We go through tomorrow and continue to see rounds of showers. Then, as you can see, we head into Sunday and things ease up a little bit. It's not perfect. It's certainly not sunny, but it's a little bit better than what Saturday has to offer. So I'm not saying you should try to run a marathon on Sunday. You might not have all that much time in the dry conditions, but I guess it depends on how fast a runner you are. You know, either way. This is why I appreciate you, Tiffany Murphy. You always laugh at my dumb jokes. Never forget that, folks. Work with your friends. Rain forecast showing you that we're going to get overall, again, those light showers, not the super heavy stuff, because after 2.5 straight days of rain, we only end up with about a 1/2 inch to 1.25 inches. Now, as we move through the weekend, temperatures also going to be a little lackluster, low 40s on Saturday, upper 40s on Sunday. And as we move into next week, we do warm up. I'll show you that in a second, but let me remind you it's also going to be breezy, not to add more good news to this weekend forecast, but we could see gusts in the 20s and 30s, making things a little uncomfortable. Temperature trend, here it is. We're going up into the 60s by the time we start this week. I told you there was good news somewhere. Had to search to find it a little bit, but it's in there. We even see a little more sunshine after a quick front on Tuesday, and temperatures go back to the mid-50s.
I don't know how many of our viewers are marathon runners. If they are, good on them. But hey, you got your point across. I got it. What is it normally, like 4 or 5 hours to run a marathon?
You know what? I was going to agree with you, but I actually have no clue because I've never done that in my life.
So we won't have very much time is what you're saying. I get it.
Yeah. You'll have like a 5K worth of time.